It doesn't make sense.
Hindi nagkakwentang maigi. May mga nagpapadala ng sex toys. How did we handle it? We handle it.
Expecting your item earlier than what is expected.
Hayaan nyo lang yung due process. Kasi when you try to step in, jeopardize o it will make the situation more complicated.
Inuunahan na nila yung problema eh. Baka wala akong pera.
Doesn't mean na mababa yung rate, maganda na yung service. We simplify the importation process so our clients can focus on what matters, running their business.
Ang problema kasi sa Alibaba at most of our e-commerce is pag dumating na yung actual, ibang-iba na eh, no?
This podcast is brought to you by Angkat PH. We are back at Sage Studios to record a new episode.
The only podcasting studio in BGC.
Don't forget to follow them if you're looking for spaces to create content. I remember in our previous episode, pinag-usapan natin quiz yung early careers natin. It was a good glimpse of our backgrounds. In today's episode naman, our target is to introduce Angkat. So sa mga hindi nakakaalam how we operate, this would be a good chance to share our business and baka sakaling kailangan nila tayo para sa businesses nila. And this episode is for our customers.
What are the key differences between air freight and sea freight? And which one would you choose? Anong dapat piliin dyan, quiz?
We offer both. For sea freight, yung mga bulk packages, yung malalaking shipments. And then for air freight naman, this is best for or ideal for shipments na highly sensitive yung item. And then if they want to get their items as fast as possible. Kasi for sea freight, our lead time for sea freight is between, right now, it's 5 to 7 weeks or can be earlier than that kasi it's seasonal. For air freight naman, it's between 3 to 7 days. That's already warehouse to warehouse. It depends kung anong type of freight yung kailangan nila. So that's why we ask for some details, their preferred ETA. If they want it as fast as possible, we can recommend air freight. Pag sea naman, it's more of, mas makakatipid sila. Kasi they only pay for the space that they use. Sa air freight is per kilogram. For sea freight, it's per cubic meter. Yung unit of measurement natin. No?
So kunyari, meron kayong sample, unahin nyo muna dun sa air freight. And then pag kunyari, gusto nyo na madami, papa-import na kayo, ready na kayo, nakita nyo na yung sample, then go for the sea freight na. Tsaka minsan, nakikita ko yung mga customers natin, nagpapa-quote sila ng air freight for their bulk shipments. Nagugulat sila kasi ang mahal.
Kasi per kilogram eh.
Usually, mga pinapadala nila, iba-iba. Minsan, may mga machines pa, tapos gusto nila ipa-air freight. So, if you think about that, talagang mamahal siya.
Yes. Although, unless, if kailangan talaga nila. Kasi meron din tayong mga kliyente ko is na machine, mabibigat, but they really need it, nagmamadali, and they have the budget for it. Pinapadali nila via air freight pa rin. What are the possible delays? When it comes to sea freight or air freight?
Most of the time naman talaga may delays eh. Ang maganda sa atin kasi may SLA tayo. So, itong service level agreement natin, pasok na yung delay time natin. If you actually think about it, 7, 11 days lang ang sea freight eh. Pero bakit natin sinasabi sa customer, 25 days to 35 days? It's because also you have to consider yung mga port congestions, yung mga traffic, even gate passing. Diba? Mahirap yun. Even consolidating, So, consolidating is basically just putting it in a container. So, that can cause a lot of delays. Pero, what's good about us, since we have an SLA, they don't even have to think about all of those things. Ang kailangan lang nilang i-expect yung time is maximum natin, which is what we tell them.
So there are factors that are beyond our control. But pag mga ganun, we will communicate that immediately to our clients. Marami kasing cases, it's seasonal, pero pag one of the delays dyan, pag na-under inspection yung container. Sa China kasi, they do random inspections. And when they tagged yung isang container under inspection, it takes a while kasi we have to reprocess the container, yung mga papers. So, dun tumatagal. But not all the time, no? Yun talaga yung protocol ng customs, pati dito. Most of the delays happen sa custom side. No? So, China Customs or Manila Customs, lang naman yan, small percentage lang naman yan ng mga cases na ganyan. No? And we try to expedite that. Moving on to the next question. Ito, I'll ask you, Kuis. How does freight forwarding simplify importing goods from China? So, paano pinapadali ng Angkat yung proseso na importation?
Usually kasi, a normal process din when you're importing a product from another country, you have to either have an import license or you have to course it through customs. Since kami yung freight forwarder, we're actually able to process that for you. So rather than ikaw yung pupunta doon sa may customs to process all of these papers, pay all of these dues, and even go back and forth in processing this, ito yung service talaga natin. The way we simplify it is it's just basically consolidating, putting it in a container, and it's a door-to-door service already. Of course, importing the product, contacting shipping lines, accommodating the warehousing. If you're a normal person, tapos you're gonna go through the whole process, it might seem really daunting. especially if you're importing in bulk.
We simplify the importation process so our clients can focus on what matters, no? Running their business.
We can really help our customers, yung mga entrepreneurs, budding business people.
Starting, kahit yung experience na.
It's a turnkey solution. Our customers, they don't know that they have that problem until they actually get in contact with us. And then, yun yung maganda. Realize na, ito pala, sobrang pinaghihirap.
Meron palang ganitong service
Na mas madali.
Ayun, just feel free to message us. Kayo mahiya. Kami ni Enzo mismo sumasagot minsan sa chat. Next question. What are the top considerations when sourcing products from China? Ano ba yung dapat na i-take note bago mag-source ng product sa China? Most of our clients source from Alibaba. How do they choose a reliable supplier if wala pa silang supplier, if they're still looking? And for those naman na meron ng supplier sa China, ano ba yung mga kailangan pang i-consider?
Number one, pag talagang from zero ka, tapos you're trying to bring in a product, the best way to really understand yung logistics yan or yung flow niyan, yung supply chain yan, is to ask for a sample. No? So you can't just jump into it, importing, sabihin natin, a container worth of products without testing the waters. After you search, checking that they're a verified supplier, tapos matagal na sila in business and all of that. After you do your due diligence when it comes to the supplier, get a sample. When you get a sample, kasi you're able to actually check the actual product. Ang problema kasi sa Alibaba tsaka most of our e-commerce is, nakikita mo, ito yung picture eh. Pero pag dumating na yung actual, ibang-iba na eh. No? Ask for a sample first. Get your feet wet, check it out. Tapos, eventually, if this is something you really like, maganda yung quality, maganda yung pagkagawa, tsaka ka na mag-import ng bulk. What's so different about this compared to just buying in Shopee, Lazada, is you have to communicate with the supplier. So when you're communicating, you have to establish a rapport and also trust with your supplier. So hindi naman yan yung pwede yung magiging long-term supplier mo siya pero hindi mo siya kinaibigan, hindi mo siya kinausap, ganyan, order ka na ng order. Really establishing that rapport with your supplier. How do you do that? Ikaw, Kuis, what do you do to really establish a rapport?
Communicate everything. Be transparent. Hanapan nyo ng work ways. If may problema, work with them, align with them. Just be casual. Just be kind. Diba? If you have any question, don't be shy na mag-message sa kanila kasi there's a reason na nandun sila to answer questions. Yung advice ko naman for starting business entrepreneurs, if you want to find suppliers in Alibaba, I look for 3 things yung mga badges. So number 1, yung supplier na makikita nyo should have a verified badge, should have a trade assurance badge, and then lastly, dapat meron silang gold badge. So yung 3 na yon. Pag meron silang 3 badge na ganun, ibig sabihin na screen sila na maayos ng Alibaba, they were able to submit the requirements sa Alibaba, no? And mas credible yung company. Very important is to look sa reviews ng supplier. Check the reviews. 3 to 4 things that I do whenever I look for suppliers in Alibaba. So, ang dali na lang makipag-communicate sa Alibaba kasi all of them, not most, but all of them, they know how to speak English.
When you said yung trade assurance, ang maganda doon is if you don't like the item that you actually receive, you can actually refund it. They will reimburse you.
Gives you peace of mind. So, Kuis, where does Angkat come in sa importation journey, sourcing journey ng mga clients natin?
Yeah, ang maganda sa atin, ginawa natin yung system natin na from the start to end na. Ang kailangan na lang talaga usually gawin ng client is to really reach out. And kunyari, if they don't understand how to import, they don't know where to source their products, they can actually just contact us. And our staff is really trained for that. Talagang trainain natin sila, especially for that purpose, no? From sourcing until talagang delivery.
Yung client na, if you're a client, once you finalize your order with your supplier, ready-made payment, yung next na dyan is yung importation. How do you get your products from China to Philippines? That's where we come in. Your manufacturer or your supplier will ask you kung meron na ba kayong forwarding agent. Yes, kami yon, ang CatPH. So, you will just give the details of our warehouse and then si supplier, sila na yung mag-arrange ng delivery to our warehouse and then from there, we will facilitate and handle the importation to the final destination in the Philippines. So, ganun lang kasimple.
Meron tayong customer dashboard. So, if our customers actually need to have the details for that, ando na siya, no? Tapos, ngayon, you can just download it and send it directly to your supplier. You don't even have to copy it. Meron ng file na nakalagay sila, no? So, hindi mo na kailangan yung parang ika-copy-paste mo pa doon sa may details mo, sa address mo. Diretso ka na. Just send them that file after you make your account and they're able to actually ship your products without no problems. Kasi yun, exact yun eh. Ito talaga yung instructions na binibigay natin sa customers eh. Hindi siya yung katulad na hindi ka sure tapos ka-copy mo yan or ito yung, yan. Don't complete yung steps.
Let's add some more information dun sa fourth question. How do people choose a right supplier or reliable supplier? No? The fastest way that they can do is just go to Alibaba and just search the item that you need. For example, you're looking for a table, no, or clothes. Just search clothes or a specific type of table yung kailangan nyo. Tapos lalabas na doon lahat ng mga suppliers.
Take a picture of the item that you want, tapos upload it there, and then it will show up.
And then after that, do your due diligence as a supplier. Next question. How can small businesses get started with importing from China? So sa mga nagsisimula pa lang, ano ba yung pwede natin maipayo sa kanila?
Start. A lot of people think kagad, inuunahan na nila yung problema eh. Baka wala akong pera, baka wala akong ganito. Alam mo yung capital na malaki for importing. You know, the beauty about the e-commerce now, talagang borderless na siya eh. So meaning, it's as cheap as probably buying something from Lazada or Shopee eh. You can import something as small as, kunyari, meron ka lang capitalization.
Some
bucks lang. Diba? And then, pwede mo na sa amin padala yun. If you're, motivated or medyo may nudge tayo to start a business, the first talaga is you really have to start. I remember when I first started, I was scared too eh. You can start with a keychain. Keychain tapos would probably cost you, sabihin natin, 2 pesos each, 3 pesos each, depending on how much. And then you can start selling that for a profit. You don't have to have a big budget or a capital to actually start importing or starting a business, but you have to start somewhere.
Basically, get your skin in the game. That's the beautiful thing about Angkat. We can handle very small packages to very large packages, no? So, we are actually empowering people, yung mga mag-start pa lang. Like you said, pwede naman sila magpadala kahit ganito lang, isang
mug lang, 10 peraso.
We can accept that. Wala kaming minimum. Wala kaming minimum for the items, no? So, pwede kayo magpadala kahit for personal use or if you just want to check the quality. So, we can help you with that. If you're not yet sure kung ano yung business na sa start nyo, maybe, ngayon kasi quiz, it's all about personal branding. Ang daming industries ngayon very dynamic. Try to look for a market, no? Kung ano ba yung demand ng market na yon. Tapos, if you've identified yung demand, look for how you can supply the demand. Diba? So, very basic supply that demand. Kung na-identify nyo na yung demand, supply that by sourcing from China. What we do, Angkat, we're the bridge pala between supply and demand. So, gamitin nyo kami. No? Gamitin nyo kami as bridge to supply yung demand na na-identify nyo.
What are Incoterms and how does it apply to Angkat?
International commercial terms. So, it's a set of globally recognized rules which defines yung responsibility ng seller and buyer. It specifies who is responsible for paying and managing yung shipment. So, in our case, yung Angkat, our Incoterms for loose cargo is Xworks. Basically, yung Xworks is papadala lang ni supplier nyo to any of our international warehouse. And then, when we receive it, from there, kami na bahala mag-handle and facilitate to the final destination, the Philippines. So, that already includes customs clearance and processing.
Ang kausap mo lang dyan, after the supplier delivers, is kami na lang. Pag na-receive na namin sa warehouse yan, ang kausap nyo na lang, hindi na yung supplier, hindi na yung shipper, kami na lang. Angkat na lang talaga. So, there are a lot of other Incoterms. FOB, CIF, mga ganyan. FOB and CIF mostly, yan yung pagpaparelease mo lang sa customs, no? Ang Xworks kasi, halos end-to-end na yan eh. Oo eh. Kasi pag sinabi mong CIF and FOB, ang nag-handle pa rin yan is yung supplier. Oo, yung seller pa rin eh. So, minsan, that is where really the problem happens kasi the seller imports it as, as single entry import siya. So, ang nangyayari niyan, when it gets here, tapos wala kang import license, doon nagkakaproblema eh. Kasi you're importing in bulk, tapos wala kang import license. To really avoid that, mas maganda talaga you course it to a forwarder. Kasi once you have a forwarder, you're able to just give it to them. Tapos sila lang nag-aayos. Like us, kami na nagfa-facilitate. Xworks is also good kasi it allows the supplier to not have a lot of responsibility. Maganda pa dyan, you can actually get discounts when you tell your supplier it's Xworks.
Yun yung natin, USP, unique selling proposition. O kasi clients natin or yung mga nagpapa-import, you might encounter yung mga suppliers na offer last mile delivery. That's not always the case. Naka-encounter na ako ng ganyan. Nag-offer ng door-to-door delivery. Tapos ako din nag-release sa customs. Pagdating doon, naka-receive ako ng text, kailangan i-release sa customs. So, kaya dapat you really have to communicate clearly sa supplier nyo, When they say door-to-door, dapat handle nila from their warehouse to your address. Dapat hindi na ikaw makiklear doon sa customs. That's why people use forwarders like us. Kasi through Xworks, when we receive the items sa international warehouse natin, we will facilitate that to the final destination na sa Philippines. Let's share saan ba yung mga warehouse natin sa China.
So in China, we have 3 warehouses. 35. Oo nga dumami na pala tayo.
That's 3 for sea freight and 2 for air freight. So, depende sa type of freight. For example, if you want it course through air freight, ibibigay namin yung air freight warehouse details. Pag sea freight naman, same. We will give the sea freight warehouse details. So iba siyang warehouses. And all of our warehouses are strategically located across China para to make it easier for logistics and malapit sa port. So very strategic yung location niya. And our advantage also is we have full control of our China warehouses. How do we calculate freight forwarding costs? Ano ba yung mga hidden fees to watch out for?
Talagang packaging Kasi iba yung minsan binibigay ng supplier na calculation when it comes to the weight, the size of the package than the actual received. So siguro one way to really avoid this is ask a packing list from your supplier. Kasi when you're able to actually have a packing list that's complete with all the details, then makikita talaga natin and we can provide you with a proper quote. Kasi minsan, ang tendency is bibigyan ka ng commercial invoice with the details of the item, pero it's not the packaging list talaga. Oo. So sabihin natin, without the packaging, it's 100 kilos. Pero after packaging, it's 120 kilos. If you actually go to our website, meron doon calculator that you can actually check how much you're going to be paying. And usually, what we do, it's all in already. Transporting, the local logistics, customs fees, tariffs, last mile delivery, kompleto na siya. Ito yung china-champion rin natin, yung all-in Tendency is they give you a quote, pero pag dumating na dito, iba na yung nagiging prices. So sa atin naman is, as long as you're truthful and tama rin naman yung binigay mo sa aming details, yung packaging, then, there's no reason for us to add on or wala naman yan hidden fees. Wala naman talaga.
The angkat naman is very straightforward whenever we quote our clients. This goes for all types of freight. Isa nyo lang yung packing list, yung item, and then yung measurement. For air freight, it's kilograms, or for sea freight, it's total cubic meters. And then we will quote that based dun sa item nyo, yung corresponding rate ng angkat based on the item. Yung result niya is yung estimated cost for that item. For, let's say, a table, I think that falls under commodity 2, under furniture. Send us the item, the measurement, tapos we will quote you based on our rate.
Check nyo na lang sa website namin. Huwag ka na magpakot. Minsan nga, sabi ko nga...
May cost calculator doon
May cost calculator doon. If, kunyari, tama yung packing list mo, tama yung weight, tama yung measurements doon, then accurate yun. Ang accuracy nun, siguro mga 99%. Pag 99.9%
So moving on to the next question. They want to know, ano ba yung benefits ng all-in inclusive shipping rates? Ano ba yung service guarantee niya for businesses?
Pag all-in kasi, you're able to do your costing really early on, no? So, when you're starting a business or you want to start importing, ang maganda dito, you can actually just quote us first. And if it fits your numbers, if it fits your costing, then you're able to actually foresee. May foresight ka na before you actually import the product. And we highly encourage this for a lot of our customers na before you import, pa-costing mo muna yan, check mo muna if it's something that can be profitable, but more importantly, hindi ka malulugi.
Whenever we give quotes naman, all in na yan So that already includes custom clearances, freight fees, everything that is related to importing your products to the Philippines. So yun yung maganda. You don't have to worry about other costs. We take care of that. Kumbaga, kino-consolidate na namin siya, and whenever we send the billing and the quote, it's already all in. We go back to our main purpose is to make it easier talaga, to simplify the importation process for our clients. Next question. How does our tracking system work? Why is package visibility so important?
We digitized our systems already. So we have a new client dashboard na they don't even have to put in before kasi meron tayong live tracking that they can put their reference numbers Pero ngayon, mas maganda kasi may client dashboard na sila. So real time also, no? So ang maganda pa dito sa client dashboard is pati yung mga invoices nila andun. So they can actually see how much they're gonna be paying, how much inabayad na nila, and yung historical nila, no? So important to know where your package is because this also allows you to know when you're gonna be planning to sell your product. Our customers are actually able to plan ahead. Having visibility when it comes to your package also allows you to...
How do you forecast?
Yung forecasting. Sa forecasting, ordering point yan. So sabihin natin parang, kunyari, alam mo 10 na lang yung produkto mo. 'Di ba? Tapos alam mo ang 25 days pa bago dumating yung isang product mo. Now you can actually plan ahead, no? Sabihin natin, order na ako ng 100 kasi everyday may bumibili ng sabihin natin 10. So in 10 days, mauubos na yung stocking ko. Understanding, having a reliable partner that sticks with the SLA, now you're able to actually forecast your storage better, your inventory better.
Ayun naman yung quiz yung isa sa mga problems that we're trying to solve. Kasi before ang CAT ako personally, I encountered yung wala talaga akong visibility sa status ng packages ko. Kasi nga, hindi maganda yung customer service, walang tracking. Yun yung nag-inspire sa akin to do this. No? We want our clients to know kung nasa na ba yung packages nila. So that's why we're very transparent when it comes to that. Talagang we really tell them yung status. So kasi ako, if pang papadala ako, syempre gusto ko peace of mind. Gusto ko malaman kung nasa na yung packages ko para makapag-prepare din ako.
Ang nakakatawa pa dyan, parang sa ibang forwarders is swerte ka pa pag in-update ka, no?
Swerte ka pag in-update ka. Parang sila pa yung ikaw pa yung may utang sa kanila, yung lumalabas. We keep on mentioning SLA. So it stands for Service Level Agreement. It outlines yung terms and yung responsibilities ng, let's say, your partner between the parties. So lahat naman ng agreement or industries may mga kanya-kanya SLA yan Sa logistics, we have our own SLA with our freight partners. And we also have our SLA to our clients. Yung responsibility that we commit and promise to deliver. Okay, next question. What questions should our clients or should people ask when looking for a freight forwarder before shipping? Ano ba yung advice natin sa audience natin to ask us or to ask other forwarders whenever they shop for forwarders, no?
Ako, syempre, kung registered yan. Kasi a lot of businesses...
fly-by-night dyan.
Fly-by-night no? Sa atin, we're duly registered, di ba? Meron tayong, kompleto tayo May SEC tayo. Compliance natin, kompleto So we're actually a corporation. Tapos, kompleto tayo ng due diligence natin when it comes to, we pay our taxes.
Especially right now, maraming mga scammers.
Tsaka baits, no? Parang ngayon, nakikita ko ngayon, sabi ko...
Mababa yung rate.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how they're able to actually do it. If it's too good to be true, you have to question that.
It doesn't mean na mababa yung rate, maganda na yung service. Kasi pag mababa yung rate, it also sacrifices other areas as well. If you see a very cheap forwarder, you might spend more later on. Yes. So, might as well look for a reliable and a competitive yung forwarder when it comes to the rates. Kasi if you find a very cheap one, malaking chance na baka cheap din yung customer service. Service-based business, number 1 pa rin customer. Tsaka yung reputation natin You ask kung ano yung location ng warehouses nila sa China and ano yung location dito sa Philippines. Kasi that will directly affect your cost. Diba? Dito, yung delivery charges locally, yung inter-island charges dito. Alam naman natin, mahal kasi yung inter-island dito.
Mas mahal pa, no?
Mas mahal pa.
Nirororo kasi natin
Ask the warehouse locations. Of course, ask their rates. And then yung lead time, yung ETA. It's very important yung ETA Estimated time of arrival. From the date na na-receive yung packages sa warehouse ng forwarder up to the day na mag-a-arrive sa Philippine warehouse. So ask for that. Due diligence, permits, warehouse location, their shipping rates, and yung estimated time of arrival. Also, very important, do your own research and equip yourself with knowledge. One of the last questions is, how do ang CAT PH services make life easier for entrepreneurs. Think of us as your business partner. Your business partner that handles the logistics and importation for your business. So you can focus on what really matters. Running your business, marketing, sales, or whatever. We will take care of the logistics part. Our mission talaga is to make it simple for people to import their goods from China or any other countries that we can handle to the final destination in the Philippines.
We actually give you an account manager that serves as your logistics person. Para ka nang may sariling staff ng logistics. So we give you an account manager that will inform you of your shipment, that would help you with sourcing, that would, even help you with just delivering it to your warehouse. So all-in-one na siya. What's the most unusual item we've shipped and how did we handle it?
May mga nagpapadala ng sex toys. I don't know if that's unusual. How did we handle it? We handle it.
Siguro, ang most unusual siguro yung packaging niya is really...
Yung obscure.
Mahirap siya i-transport. Meron tayong customer, a coffee roasting machine. This is a 20-foot machine. Grabe yung logistics. The customer is not gonna hear any of that. Ang alam lang nila, nadala lang natin dito.
There's a certain client na nagpadala ng items for a concert. Very big local artist, nag-concert sa Araneta. Kailangan na yung item. Kasi pag hindi dumating yung item, masisira yung production. We had to go beyond our scope para ma-release. We had to expedite that container para ma-release. And fortunately, umabot same day.
May mga kaibigan rin ako, nakakatawa eh. Kasi order sila.
Expected nila dumating next week.
Oo. Tapos, ikaw yung stressin, pina-follow up. Uy, tagal naman yan. Ano ba yan? Kung finollow mo yung SLA namin or finollow mo yung estimated time, tapos plinan mo ahead yan, then alam mo na yung i-expect mo.
Meron din mga cases na they try to step in. So don't do that. Kaya may kilala ako sa ganyan. Baka mas mapabilis. It will make it more complicated.
Tagal pa yan.
Pag pumasok na yan under our services, yung process namin, hayaan nyo lang due process. Kasi when you try to step in, ma-jeopardize it will make the situation more complicated. Last question from our audience. They want to know the top mistakes businesses make when importing and how do they avoid them?
Expecting your item earlier than what is expected. You have to consider there are absolutes in logistics eh. When I say absolutes, meaning fixed variables yan eh. Like for example, yung shipping time from China to Manila or from another country to Manila. Absolutes yan. Customs processing, absolutes yan. May mga variability when it comes to releasing, processing, pero there's absolutes eh.
Top mistake, I would say, hindi nagkakwentang maigi. Hindi sila nakapag-allocate ng budget for importing. So that's why whenever we request for a quote, it should be accurate. So we can give you an accurate quote din. Nagkakaroon sila ng problem when it comes to costing. Pagdating ng item dito, whenever we send the bill, sabihin nila, hindi pala ito pasok sa budget ko. First of all, dapat una pa lang when we give you the quote, based from what you sent, you have to consider the cost na agad. May mga instances tayo na hindi nila kiniklaim yung packages kasi nga, outside na of their budget. Diba? Hindi na nila foresee. Hindi na na-forecast yun. Magkwenta kayo ng maigi. Ganun din naman kami ni Enzo. It's all about the bottom line. Yung net earnings. Before you start, you have to calculate the cost muna. And you have to consider all the costs that are associated with the items that you sell. That's it for this episode. We hope you feel inspired and ready to lift your business to new heights. Follow us on your favorite podcast platform and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And if you want to simplify your logistics or learn more about Angkat PH, visit us at angkatph.com.